Yo, so people seem to like the video where I talked about short games, and so what I decided to do was ask people for suggestions for games that can be played in a sitting, and I'm gonna pick 5, and I'm just gonna play them and tell you what I think about them. The first one I just finished is called Buckshot Roulette. So you have a shotgun, there's a creepy guy, pass it back and forth, Russian roulette, and each round you have like a certain number of bullets that are alive versus blanks, and then you just decide to either shoot the guy or shoot yourself. As you play the game more, there are items you can use to change things around. It's pretty clever. About half an hour to beat, and then there's like another mode you can play after that, and then some fun achievements and stuff. I didn't get all of them, but I'll probably go back and get most of them. I got a lot of them anyway, like 10 out of 16. This one was fun. I really like the aesthetic of it. Really kind of like lo-fi, creepy. The design of the opponent is really unsettling. It looks great. The game itself, after you've played it like a few times, you're like, all right, I kind of get it. Like there's not that many items, and there's clear strategies for certain items you get. So it's not like this is one I can just play forever and ever and ever. But the concept is cool. It looks great. It is fun. It doesn't outstay its welcome. And I do want to go back at some point, and there's like a double or nothing mode where you can just keep going and get more money. So at some point I'll go back and do that. But overall, good start. If you want a unsettling little sort of, it almost feels like a board game, kind of. Like just use your items carefully, pass back and forth, don't shoot yourself, shoot the other guy enough times. It's solid. And it's like $3 on Steam, so yeah. Very good start. Alright, game number 2 is a game called Rainy Season. This took me about 37 minutes to beat. It's a very low-key, cozy Japanese game about you're a kid at your grandma's house and it's raining, and so you were going to go to the amusement park. Aquarium? I think amusement park. It got canceled, and you're just walking around the house. There are little secrets to find, not a lot, but just like little, they call them daydreams, and like little kind of fun little sequences you can find in the house. Otherwise, you just kind of talk to your family. I'm gonna be completely honest. When I heard about this game, I was like, oh man, that sounds great, because I like that kind of, cozy vibe. This, however, was a little too simple. I like how it looks, like the rain, atmosphere and the sound effects, and it all feels like it should be easy, like no-brainer for me. But it's a little clunky to control. The English translation's not very good, and at the end of the day, I think maybe I was expecting more. It's kind of walk around, click a few things, some things happen, that's about it. I thought it'd be like, I don't know, we could do little activities throughout the day. Like, it tells you at the beginning you can do like a 20-minute day, 40-minute day, or a 60-minute day. I have no idea what you could possibly do with 60 minutes. I picked that option, and I still just skipped through time because there's just not a lot to experience in this house. It's not very big. A lot of the rooms have nothing in them. It's not even like, click items and find interesting text. It's pretty bare bones. So I can't really recommend it. It's an interesting little game. Like I said, those magical little daydream moments, they're nice, but it's a pretty sparse experience. So kind of a misfire for me. I think it's just fine. Frog Detective 1, The Haunted Island. This is a very cute, very silly, sort of adventure mystery game. It's very simple. It takes about 30 minutes to play. You're a frog detective, and you gotta go to a haunted island and figure out why it's haunted. The art style is very funny, very endearing. The writing is cute. It made me laugh a few times. It's extremely simple. But that's not a bad thing. It's very clear what you're supposed to do. It's not a game that is, about thinking too hard. It's just a fun vibe. So, would I recommend it? Yes. And also, there's 2 other ones that I intend to check out at some point, I'm sure. Yeah, if you just want a very cute, silly little game, is not hard at all. You just go through and talk and have fun little conversations. That's Frog Detective. I'd recommend it, even if just for the final scenes. They're really funny. Alright, game number 4 is a game called Before Your Eyes. Basically, you are reliving your life through first-person perspective, and the game actually uses your webcam, and when you blink, it will go to the next scene, even if it's in the middle of a scene. You can also look around and blink at stuff to click stuff. Gotta say, I was really excited to play this. And unfortunately, I was very disappointed. The number one problem for me, and I'm sure it's, your experience will vary, is the blinking just would not work consistently. There's a calibration thing you do at the beginning, and you can do it at any time during the game to try to calibrate. And I don't know if it's because I wear glasses or whatever, but like, the calibration would be synced, and then you'd go into the game, and it would work for a while, and then stop working, and it was so frustrating. It really soured the whole experience. Because I'm like, that's a cool novelty, and it just doesn't work very well. And again, maybe if you play the game with your webcam or no glasses or lighting or I don't know, maybe you'll have absolutely zero problems. But for me, the calibration was working, like supposedly, in sync, and then it just would I had to stop doing the blinking about like more than halfway through because I was so sick of it. And I was like, because you can click instead of blinking. So that was a huge bummer. I think the conceit is interesting, but it just would not work for me. And then on top of that, the actual narrative was fine. I won't spoil the game. It's not really what I was expecting. I was kind of expecting a more abstract experience, and it's instead a very clear narrative of what they're going for. I don't know why you need the blinking. Honestly, when I think of like, if you blink before you know it, time moves on, you would think it'd be like, it's about how life is fleeting, which this game, it is about that, I guess, but I don't know. Maybe I just went into this expecting a very different narrative. It kind of fell flat for me. I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't feel real much watching this game. I was expecting to be like, emotionally devastated. It fell really flat for me, unfortunately. So I can't really recommend it. I think I'm in the minority on this. I think a lot of people were like, this is an extremely breathtakingly emotional game. But for me, on a technical level, it doesn't work. On a storytelling level, I was pretty ambivalent, and that's not a good place to be. If I'm gonna be playing a narrative game like this, I want to feel something. And I didn't feel much, unfortunately. It's about 2 hours long. Can't recommend it, personally. Sorry. I just gotta be honest. Alright, the fifth game that I decided to play is a game called Sandwich Quest. This one's special in that my buddy Rick made this game. You can follow him on Such Minutia. This is a game that he and our mutual friend David, or Mude, for those who watch my Let's Play channel, you know who Mude is. They worked on this game idea like 20 years ago when they were just youngins, and then finally 20 years later Rick made the game, and honestly I fucking love that. I love just like going back to like little passion projects of your youth. I think that's great. And then even, my friendship aside, I think it's a very entertaining little game. It's about 40 minutes long. It's an adventure game. I don't really play adventure games. This is like Sierra style, whatever that means. But it's a point-and-click adventure game. You're trying to make your wife a sandwich, and you just go around and talk to NPCs and solve little puzzles to get the sandwich ingredients. And there's like fun little deaths. Like, I guess that's a thing in adventure games where you can like die in fun ways. I didn't get all of them, but I got most of them. Yeah, it's pretty charming. I mean, honestly, comparing this to like Frog Detective, like this one actually has like some, like Frog Detective doesn't really have puzzles. It's just go around and talk and, whatever. This one, there's like, there's a few little like things where you're like, okay, you kind of have to figure things out. I would say it's more substantial than something like Frog Detective, but still very breezy and compact. But honestly, I'm just proud of my boys. The writing's really funny. I really love my friend David's writing. And Rick did some writing too. Really clever, really fun. And then our other friends, Leo and Sly, did the art for like the character portraits and the title screen. It's great. Like, it just makes me happy to see my friends make stuff that they enjoy. Honestly, if you guys like adventure games, in the description of this video, go check out Sandwich Quest. It's free. You can donate however much you want to pay, and you should just play it. Really was very charmed by it. And I'm someone who doesn't like adventure games, usually. This one, I'm like, It was fun. It was clever. It was fun. I liked the writing. Yeah, it was good. Please go check it out. All their social media and stuff in the description as well. Go check out their stuff. They're my buddies, and they don't know that I'm gonna be plugging this in this video, so this is a little surprise for them. Alright, that was 5 short games that you can play in a sitting. But yeah, if you want me to do another video like this, let me know. I had a good time, even though not every game on here was like a home run for me. At the end of the day, it's, you know, a few hours, if that. So I think if you're interested in any of these, go check them out. Especially Sandwich Quest. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.